Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to a new video. So guys, this is video number 1 of my new Python tutorial series, and currently I am on a website called Pycharm. Now, if you are watching this video, then I'm assuming that you want to learn Python. And if you don't have any experience with any other programming language before, that is perfectly fine. I'm going to be doing this series right from the basic, assuming that you have no idea what programming is and have no idea how to write any programs or whatever. If you already know a programming language like Java or C++, then learning Python is going to be extremely easy for you, as all you're going to have to change is the syntax, and that's pretty much it. Alright, now to get started, first we have to get to know why should you use Python. So, what is the purpose of using Python over a more developed and more established language such as Java and C++? Well, the simple reason is, well, one, that Python is really great for beginners as it's really easy to understand, and number two, is that Python is slowly taking the market. Java and C++, they are still used to make applications and games and stuff, but Python is really good for handling data. So you might have heard of the term called data scientists, and that basically means that these people, they use Python to work and organize data. Python is also very versatile, and it can connect to a lot of APIs. It can connect to Google APIs, graphic APIs, along with other things as well. Alright, now to start Python, there are a few things that we must establish about the programming language itself. Alright, one of them is that Python is not a compiler language. Alright, so what this means is that languages like Java and C++ compile all the code or put it together at once, and therefore they can run multiple codes at the same time. In Python, it's a lot more tougher to do that, and therefore it's not really used to make a lot of games, though you can of course make a lot of simpler ones as well. The next thing is that Python is a high-level language. Alright, now what this means is not that it is as in high level, as in not that it is like confusing or amazing or something, but something basically in a computer you have low-level languages, which is probably the most complex languages, and you've got high-level languages. The level basically refers to where the language is written. For example, a low-level language would be the binary computer language, right, consisting of zeros and ones. Then you've got a few other low-level languages like the compiler language and a lot more. So I think Python can be considered a medium to a high-level language. All right, and that's why it's very interactive to write. Now, to use Python, you're going to want to download a thing called an IDE. Okay, you can probably see it over here. It says IDE. Now, what this means is that an IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. Okay, this integrated development environment is where you're going to be writing your code. So if you take, a lot of people write code on like Notepad, for example, but the problem with that is that if you ever want to run your code, it's a lot more tough. You have to compile it, meaning turn the code into machine language, whereas an IDE does that for you. More benefits of an IDE include, you can debug stuff, so as in if there are any errors in your program, then it's much easier to find those errors and then change them. There's also an autofill feature in the IDEs. In this particular IDE called Pycharm, there's also a file explorer along with a Python console, a terminal, and a lot of more stuff. Alright, so for this tutorial, we're going to be using the Pycharm IDE. Alright, and as you can see, I have it opened on my page. There'll be a link to this page down in the description. If there is not, then you can just come to the website, and over here first thing you're gonna want to do is You can either choose Mac OS or Linux, depending on what operating system you want on. But currently I'm on Windows, so I'll click that. And then you can also see the system requirements if you want to: 2 GB RAM, 4 GB recommended, and whatever over here. All right. Then what you want to do is you can download either one of the two versions. Okay, so you can download the Pycharm Professional or the Community. All right. Now the professional version is paid, so if you really want to pursue Python and like web development and stuff, you could probably take the professional. But as for me, I'm just going to take the community edition as it's free and contains pretty much everything that you would need as a beginner or even like an advanced expert in Python. So yeah, you can, if you download this, it's about 180 MB, which is pretty big. But once you're done with that, you will get an installer. If you go to your downloads folder in your file explorer, double click it, and there will be a window that opens up. It says, do you want this app to make changes to your device? Click yes. If you're not the admin, it will require the password, so make sure that you have the admin with you. For me, there's no password, so I'll just click yes. And it says, welcome to Pycharm Community Edition setup. Just click next, click next. Oh, oops, back. Yeah, so over here, once you're on this page, it says create desktop shortcut. You could do this. I'm going to click 64-bit. Make sure it matches your computer's bit. If you don't know how to check it, just go to settings. Over here, you can go to system, and you can go to about. And it should be over somewhere over here. Yeah, 64-bit for me. All right. Then you can click create associations with .py and download and install JRE. Sorry, JRE. Okay, then click next, click install. Okay, now it'll take some time to install, so just be patient, and after it's done, I will join you guys. Alright guys, so after installing, you should see this button over here that says finish. Just click that, and there you go, you have installed Pycharm on your computer. Now, if you guys hear any weird music noise in the background, there's a band playing outside my house, so I'm extremely sorry for that. But anyways, ignoring that, to open up Pycharm, just go to your taskbar or your start button, whatever, and type in Pycharm. Now this might be different for Macs. For the Macs, you probably have to go to the Finder, then Applications, and then find Pycharm over there. But as for the Windows, this is it. Click this over here, and this should open up your first ever page. Now there are going to be a few settings that you're going to have to change. First of all, click OK for this. Right, it'll open up a new window now. Anytime now. There we go. Customize Pycharm. Now over here you can choose either Darkula or IntelliJ. Basically the difference is that this is like a dark theme and this is like a light theme. Personally, I would prefer the Darkula, but if you want, you can take the IntelliJ design as well. Then click next. And over here you can also click start if you want to, just start. Alright, and also you can minimize or close your Finder. You can also close your Google Chrome. Alright, and now after loading, it is going to open your Pycharm page. Now, this is where you're going to be doing all of your coding. So, in this video, I'm just going to explain you the parts of Pycharm and how to, navigate around. So, after opening this page, you're going to want to create a new project. So, click Create New Project, right? And give it your project name. So, I'm just going to create a YouTube. Also, if you want, then okay, let's just try then YouTube programs. All right, if you want, you can change all this. This is the default. You can just go here and you can browse wherever you want. Okay, so that is perfectly fine. Just press OK, and after you're done with that, create. Oh wait, I'm sorry, YouTube. All right, click create, and this will take some time to create. But note, there is a difference between a project and a file. Okay, I'll explain the difference to you right now. Just wait for it to create a virtual environment. In fact, okay, so a project is basically a folder stored inside your computer, which is going to include all of your Python files. Now, if you've ever worked with Java or C++ before, you know that Java and C++ have multiple different files where you can store all your programs, right? Now, similar to this, in Python, you can also have multiple different files, and those files are stored inside of this project. Now, other than those files itself, you can also have all of your other folders. For example, if you're making a game or something, you can have a resources folder, you can have all your textures over there, you can have all of your, other stuff like that. But for us, we're just going to be using a very simple, just a normal Python file inside of our folder. Alright, so that's all we're going to be doing. Now, for me, it's taking surprisingly long. I don't know why, but at least for you it should. Okay, there we go. Now, on this homepage, you shall see this thing, the tip of the day. Now, you can click next steps and you can probably go through all of these steps. I highly recommend it because it will make your Python experience a lot more faster. Just, like remember some of these things. For example, all the shortcuts and all that stuff. Alright, now you can click close after you're done with that, and this is going to be your window. Okay, so you have your title bar, you have your menu bar, I think this is called, and then you have your project file explorer, and this is your project itself. Now, what I recommend you doing is you come down over here to the bottom and you click Python console. Okay, this is where your project is going to be running. Okay, it's sort of like the RAM of Python. Okay, so whatever you enter over here, like for example, if I enter a number, it has that number, but if I try to go back and edit it, you see I can't actually edit the number. So this is like a one-time use only thing, but I can click the up arrow key and it will just print out, just put the number back there, change it there, and there we go. But I cannot go up there and edit it. Now, nor can I save it. Okay, so if you wanted to like save this over here, you couldn't actually do that. To do that, you would have to create a new Python file. Alright, so what this means is that you go over here to your project, you right click, and you click new, and you don't have to click it, but you can just go to new, and you see over here Python file. Okay, just click this and name this whatever you want. Let's say introduction. Alright, that's what I'm going to name my Python file. You can name it, okay, of course, whatever you want. Alright, and this is going to open up. So this is kind of like the ROM of your Python, right? So here you can write whatever you want. Of this, for example, okay, let's just say I write something like 15. Okay, let's just write something like this. So this is a very basic command in Python called print. Let's say I write something like 15 plus 15. All right. You can of course press Control S, or you can go to File and then you can go to Save. Yeah, or you can press Control S to save it, and you can press Control F10, or is it Shift F10? Wait, let's just check. Oh, okay, yeah. So the first time you're gonna have to go over here and click Run, and click your Python file that you want to run, and it will print 30 because 15 plus 15 is 30, and then you can press Shift F10, or is it Control F10? Let's just check. It is Shift F10. Yeah, that's right. So you can press Shift and F10, and it will run the program again, and that is it. Now you can do some more stuff over here. If you have an unwanted file, you can right click that file and you can go to delete. Therefore you can delete it. You can run it from here itself. You can also go to refactor. You can rename it. You can copy it. You can extract all the data from the file. You can cut, copy path. You can paste it. You can do a lot of stuff over here, and so yeah. Alright guys, so that is actually going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. This was an introduction to downloading and installing all the required Python. Unlike Java, you don't have to install all those JDK and stuff. Python just comes like this, therefore it's incredibly easy. And so yeah guys, if you enjoyed, then make sure to leave a like, because that shows me that you want to see more videos like this. Leave down any comments, because people have told me that I talk very fast, so I'm trying to talk slowly. But if you think it's fast, then please leave that in the comments. Also ask me any questions, any queries you have with probably installing Python. Yeah, so we're going to be starting coding next video, I think. But for now guys, it's going to be it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.